This video documents a hazardous safety incident involving the loading of heavy metal beams onto a truck bed. As workers concentrated the materials on one side of the vehicle, the center of gravity shifted drastically, causing the truck to lose balance and suddenly tip over. The event occurred in a split second, forcing nearby personnel to scramble away to avoid being crushed by the vehicle and its cargo. This serves as a critical reminder to strictly follow load distribution protocols. It is essential to ensure that cargo is always balanced and stable, as neglecting center of gravity calculations can lead to severe property damage and life-threatening risks. Key lessons include distributing weight evenly across the deck, maintaining a safe distance during loading, and using a spotter to monitor vehicle stability and provide immediate warnings if any shifting occurs. This video highlights a significant safety hazard during a crane operation intended to load a long structural component onto a truck bed. Due to improper rigging and an unbalanced load, the material suddenly slipped from the hoist, falling and striking the side of the vehicle with immense force. The incident occurred so rapidly that bystanders and the worker on the truck had to scramble to avoid being struck by the heavy object. This event serves as a serious reminder to strictly adhere to lifting safety protocols. It is essential to verify all rigging points, ensure the load is perfectly balanced, and enforce a no-entry zone under the suspended material. Always inspect cables and hooks before lifting, ensure no personnel are within the fall radius, and maintain clear communication between the operator and ground support to prevent severe property damage or threats to safety. The footage captures a critical equipment failure in a heavy industrial facility where massive machinery is being transported via an overhead crane. As a colossal engine block is hoisted, a sudden failure occurs within the rigging, causing the multi-ton component to free fall and impact the floor with immense force. Fortunately, workers remained outside the red zone, avoiding a tragic outcome. This incident serves as a vital reminder to never stand under a suspended load and to maintain a safe distance from the path of travel. Routine equipment inspections are essential, as regular maintenance can prevent rigging failures. Furthermore, maintaining situational awareness by staying alert to unusual sounds allows for the quick reactions needed to stay safe. Ultimately, workplace safety requires constant vigilance, as any oversight can lead to devastating consequences for everyone. This footage captures a severe industrial accident at a high-rise construction site where a large concrete bucket suddenly detached from a crane and fell onto workers on an elevated floor. The incident occurred so rapidly that the personnel working directly beneath the path of the load were unable to move to safety before the impact. Potential causes include mechanical failure of the hoisting equipment, a lack of coordination during the lift, or rigging issues with the attachment points. To prevent such tragedies, rigorous pre-operation inspections of all machinery are essential. Furthermore, strict exclusion zones must be enforced so that no personnel ever work under a suspended load. Every team member must adhere to professional safety guidelines and wear proper protective equipment at all times to mitigate on-site risks. On the 21st of August 2019, a tragic industrial accident occurred at a construction dock during a crane operation involving 9-meter concrete piles weighing 3 tons each. While attempting to lift 2 piles simultaneously, one slipped from its rigging and struck a worker on the truck bed, resulting in a fatal injury despite emergency efforts. This incident highlights the critical need for strict safety protocols. First, personnel must never stand on a truck or within the fall zone during a lift. Riggers must retreat to a safe area before operation. Second, work sites require clear signage and a dedicated supervisor to keep unauthorized people away. Finally, all rigging must be double-checked for balance, and lifting multiple items should be avoided unless stability is guaranteed. Compliance with these rules is the only way to protect lives in high-risk environments. Security footage captures a startling moment on a narrow residential bridge lacking guardrails. As a man walks across, a small box truck traveling in the same direction attempts to cross simultaneously. Due to the extremely confined space and a lack of situational awareness, the rear of the vehicle makes contact with the pedestrian, causing him to fall into the canal below. Witnesses immediately rush to the scene to provide assistance. This incident serves as a crucial reminder for everyone. Pedestrians must remain vigilant and check behind them on narrow paths without sidewalks, while drivers should reduce speed and monitor mirrors closely in tight residential areas. Ultimately, infrastructure without safety railings poses a significant risk, highlighting the vital importance of staying alert and practicing defensive habits to ensure personal safety in all environments. Security footage from a job site reveals the silent danger of heavy equipment blind spots when a wheel loader inadvertently strikes a worker. The individual was positioned near a large truck, directly in the loader's front blind spot, making him invisible to the operator. This led to a collision that knocked the worker down, though he was fortunately able to sit up as colleagues rushed to help. This incident highlights critical safety protocols. Ground personnel must stay out of operating radii and establish eye contact with drivers. Operators must constantly check blind spots and use horns or spotters in tight spaces. Finally, management should clearly separate pedestrian paths from machinery zones and utilize safety technology like sensors to prevent such accidents and ensure a secure environment for all. Security footage captures a terrifying moment when a large truck loses control and plunges off a roadway into a residential area below. A man walking in the path of the falling vehicle notices the danger just in time, managing to sprint away a mere second before the truck crashes down. The impact caused significant property damage and created a chaotic scene for local residents. This incident highlights the importance of safety. Drivers must perform regular maintenance on braking systems, especially when navigating steep terrain or populated areas. Pedestrians should maintain high situational awareness and stay alert to their surroundings when walking near roadways with significant elevation changes. Finally, there is a critical need for safety barriers and reinforced structures at intersections between main roads and residential zones to prevent such accidents and ensure community safety. Security footage from a job site captures a close call incident involving a wheel loader and a ground worker. While a worker is positioned near a stationary truck, a wheel loader approaches to carry out its task. Because the worker is standing directly within the machine's front blind spot, the operator is unaware of his presence, leading to a collision that knocks the worker to the ground. Fortunately, the individual remains conscious, manages to sit up, and receives prompt assistance from colleagues. This serves as a vital reminder of industrial safety. Personnel on foot must never stand in blind zones and should always establish eye contact with operators. Equipment operators must thoroughly check surroundings and use audible signals like horns. Ultimately, high situational awareness and adhering to safe distance requirements are the most effective ways to prevent accidents. Security footage from a logistics facility captures a hazardous situation involving an automated lifting system. While working, a young man becomes deeply distracted by his mobile phone, failing to monitor his surroundings. At that moment, an automated transport unit follows its programmed path toward his location. Unaware of the approaching danger, the worker is struck by the machinery and pushed into a gap within the mechanical system. This incident occurred in seconds, highlighting how quickly distractions lead to serious consequences. This event serves as a powerful reminder: never use mobile devices in active machinery zones, always maintain a safe distance from moving parts, and remain vigilant of warning signals. High situational awareness is the most effective way to protect oneself from unexpected industrial incidents and ensure workplace safety for everyone.